What's up, YouTube? This is the Roman Atheist here, Romanus Atheist, and we are going into our latest and probably not greatest atheist video, but you should still watch it because I want you to, and that's why. We're going to talk about Pascal's wager today and why it doesn't make sense on so many levels. First one, first I have to explain Pascal's wager so I'm not hopefully not straw manning anyone, because this is just an argument that I've heard from different people. So there's uh, three, there's four states that you can have according to Pascal's wager. So to start, God exists, God doesn't exist. You believe, you don't believe. So, if God exists and you do believe, you get eternal bliss. If God exists and you don't believe, you get eternal torment. If God if God doesn't exist and you believe, nothing happens. If God doesn't exist, my apologies, and you don't believe, nothing happens. So is the belief, so this is used as a reason to rationale why someone believes in God as something logical when it wouldn't necessarily qualify. So, first biggest problem, and this is what's talked about the most, is there's so many religions. Choosing the correct one if a God does exist is nearly impossible. So that's an easy one, and you can find 1,000 videos on why that's true in some way, or that is true. The next question that I have relating to Pascal's wager is, can you choose what you believe or not? Because if you can, then Pascal's wager might have some merit if you can, again, choose the right religion. Where, since, in my opinion, you can't choose your beliefs, mainly because try deciding to be, let's say, a Muslim if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, try to be a Buddhist. Just try to do it for a day. Believe that you are a Buddhist, believe that you are a Muslim if you're a Christian, whatever faith, you will not succeed. And that is for large, in part, is because you can't choose what you believe. So, first of all, the premise is if you choose what you believe, then the the starting premise of is that you can choose your belief is false, because you have to have that premise, otherwise Pascal's wager doesn't mean anything, because you can't actually decide whether or not you believe something. So that's the starting premise, and that's false. The next premise is there's only two options: you believe in God or you don't believe in God, but there's actually almost an infinite number of options, including just in Christianity, there's thousands of possibilities, and many of them are extremely distinct from the others. So that's problem number two that flies in the face of the premise, which those are both very valid points that you would have problems with. But then also you have to think about it in this way, and this is almost an argument from evil, and it kind of is in some ways, but with the fact that this is a video that has to be made, would you want to go to heaven, but you knowing someone you care about a whole bunch is going to hell? Would that make you happy? If it does, then wouldn't you lose your free will? And this is where Pascal's wager actually comes in with it, is if you're the one choosing to believe what you want to believe, or if you're the one choosing to believe in God because of Pascal's wager, and someone you care about doesn't believe, is it worth them suffering eternal damnation? And is that a God that you would want to believe in, or that you would want to follow, that would punish someone who just didn't believe there was sufficient evidence to believe in him? And as I demonstrated before, it would be extremely unlikely that they were actually able to choose that belief. And you might go to hell anyway for any number of reasons, depending on what faith tradition God actually is, or what type of even Christian God actually is, would determine whether or not you go to heaven or hell anyway. So again, you can keep snapping your fingers, or you can keep saying, oh, well, since I believe in God, I'm going to heaven, but you don't know that because you could be believing in the wrong God. And I don't have anything else really to add about this. I spent too much time on the multiple different religions than I originally planned to. This video is going to be 5, almost 6 minutes long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. Roman Atheist, out.